We want to talk about the challenges of being a caregiver and at the same time juggling life. Sheila Marcelo joins me now to talk about how one does it.
Thanks, Anne.
Start by telling me a little bit about the challenges of a caregiver.
Sure. You know, I actually face the challenges from a personal experience. I got pregnant in college, and I was 19 years old, got married at a very young age, and so throughout my career, grad school, struggled to find care. And then fast forward, when our younger son was an infant, I begged my parents to come from the Philippines, where I was born and raised, to take care of our little guy. And my father fell backwards down the stairs, and he had gotten a heart attack. And so at 29 years old, I was what we call today as part of the sandwich generation, sandwiched between trying to figure out childcare and senior care. But what was even more difficult for me is I was in a technology company and found a couple of companies and realized that I was using the yellow pages to look for care. And there had to be a better solution. And millions of families, and now billions around the world, struggle to find childcare and senior care. And the problem is just growing. Here in the United States, it's $243 billion is spent on childcare and senior care. There's a senior care tsunami across the globe. There's declining birth rates. We are losing caregivers. We are not training enough of them. And so we're going to soon face a situation where it is going to be a crisis. And it's an economic imperative. We've got to figure it out.
Exactly. So the toll this takes on an individual,
yes.
And staying in the workforce, in being productive, but yet also taking care of what needs to be handled. So what is the cost of to the economy?
Sure.
And to the individual.
Yeah, so it's about $243 billion that's spent between childcare and senior care every year. It is now the #1 budgetary item.
Wow.
Especially for dual income families. It's even higher than mortgage and rent, an average of $18,000 a year. And that's not even including senior care. That's just childcare.
So what's the solution?
The solution. I think it varies in different countries around the world. There are countries that provide social services and an umbrella to provide childcare and senior care. But here in the United States, it's actually private solutions because we do not have umbrella set of services that provide access to care. I mean, we invest in roads and bridges, but not necessarily a care infrastructure. And so Care.com started with helping families match high quality care in a reliable and easy way, and getting this access and providing this private solution, but a scalable solution and a cost-affordable solution to families.
What have you learned in the process?
Oh gosh, I've learned how passionate I am about the issue, how this is not just a women's issue, it's also a man's issue, because everyone's been a child and everyone's going to suffer through senior care down the road. I've learned the passion that I have to help attract a great group of people to build a company that's now a global company. And that's very fulfilling for me. And it's just staying true to that mission. So I've learned a lot.
What do you think is the one question that every woman should ask herself?
I think, what does it mean to be true to yourself so that you can bring out the best in you? And I call this authentic boldness.
That's a great expression.
Which
is exactly what you've done.
It's a journey, as you know. It's a journey to try and figure out that authenticity so that it brings out who you are with such confidence and boldness to pursue whatever it is that you're passionate about.
What do you think is the main issue that faces women in your region of the world today?
I do think that, look, Sheryl Sandberg's doing a great job of talking to women about building confidence. And Anne-Marie Slaughter is addressing women and policy issues. I call this considered the third leg in the stool, which is you have to invest in a care infrastructure to advance women's issues around the world. You have to. Key driver of female participation in the workplace is to actually keep women at work, but also to encourage them to go seek jobs. You won't do that unless you've got care.
And finally, what is the best advice you've ever received?
To be intense in outcomes, but be very chill with people. It's all about relationships in the end.
That's great.
That's what matters.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Zen.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.